if you do what others are doing, you would get the same results other people are getting. So if you do the same thing that most people are doing, that is hindering them from growing their business. In 2025, if you do those same things, you would also get the same result, which is slow growth in business. If you want to maximize profits for your business in 2025, you need to stop ignoring the fundamentals, just like other business owners usually do. And this simple fundamental is having a clear system in which you're able to get sales and actually maximize profit for your business. So the major thing we're going to be looking at today is how to actually build a clear system that guarantees sales for your business and helps you to actually grow your business. And all this will be possible to make your business blossom in 2025. Before we go into this list, I majorly like to categorize this into three aspects. And if you can master these three aspects, you would be able to grow your business. Like I said, just three. You need to understand these three basic aspects. Now, the first thing on the list is knowing your audience. Like, it is very important. I know you have seen people talk about target audience, who are you trying to sell to, and to an extent, sometimes you feel like it's kind of cliche. You feel like you don't really need it, but you can't sell to who you don't know. Like, that is just it. And if you try to sell to everybody, at the end of the day, you would sell to nobody. You need to know your audience. Who are they? Where do they work? How much do they earn? What are their biggest challenges? What are the problems they have? What are the things they actually need? Like the achievements they want to get, the results they want to get. These things are actually very, very important. You just need to understand an overview of how they look like and their interest. Now, to make this very interesting, one thing I personally like to do is to have a clear avatar. So we zoom out from having this big picture of a target audience, then we narrow it down to having a clear avatar. So having a target audience is actually very important. But imagine how powerful it is if you now have a clear avatar, like a single person who fits into this personnel. You name it. You don't want to really complicate this. You can give it a name, Avatar. You can give it the name Avatar. Okay, Avatar is John. He lives in Ikorodu, Lagos. He earns 150,000 naira every month, or he earns 250,000 naira every month. He is a banker. He's a manager at the bank. He's 6'2". He goes to the gym. He's trying to find another source of income without quitting his job. So basically, what he's trying to achieve is a stable income by the side. So all these things, you just need to sit down and actually craft the perfect avatar that if they see this product, like if this avatar sees your particular product or service, they would want to actually buy it because that's what they need. Now, the next thing is traffic. Traffic is very important, and I don't mean traffic that you see in Lagos State where there's so many cars and there are hold-ups and everything like that. That's not the traffic I mean. Basically, what I mean by traffic is the source you are using to be able to acquire new leads and get new customers. Now, there are basically two aspects. So it's either you go into organic or you go into paid. Most people think that paid doesn't really get results, Facebook ads and Instagram ads, majorly because they don't know how to set it up. But if you use the organic method, you can post on Facebook, you can post on Instagram, you can post on LinkedIn, on Twitter. And this is why it is very important to know your avatar. Because if you don't know who you are trying to sell to, then how would you know where they are? Like, it is very difficult for you to have that information. Are they on Facebook groups? Are they on Twitter? Are they on YouTube? Are they on Instagram? Sometimes they might just be everywhere, but you just need to know the type of content they like and the type of platform they are mostly going to be active on. And if you are going for organic, you need to put in effort because your ability to reach a broader audience is actually very, very limited, except you have this much following. And before you build that much following, you need to start from scratch where you don't have any following. But once you get to that point where you have much following, then you're able to reach a massive audience. Now, if you want to be able to control the amount of people or the number of people who actually sees your content, then you want to go for paid. Like I said earlier, people don't go for paid because they think it doesn't produce results. But I'm telling you, if you can get paid adverts very right, then you'll be able to get maximum results for your campaigns. So either you want organic traffic or go for paid traffic, which is Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok ads, LinkedIn ads, and the rest. Now, the last, which is the third and very, very important. First, we listed knowing your avatar, knowing your target audience. The second one, we listed choosing a sustainable traffic source. The last one is actually to create an irresistible offer. Have a solid offer. Now, most people like to actually complicate this aspect, but I'm going to give you a trick that would save you a whole lot of time to actually get this done. We're going to be breaking it into 4 subsections. Now, the first thing is that your offer needs to increase the dream outcome. What is that outcome they actually want to get? You need to be able to picture it in your mind, like capture it in your mind. Then your messaging should be around that dream outcome. That's what you should be talking about. That's what your offer should actually talk about majorly. Now, the second aspect is to increase the perceived likelihood of success. Now, this is you telling them that getting your product or your service will actually help them achieve so and so result. And this is how possible it is. Other programs, this is how possible it is. But in my program, it is very easy because of this and this and that and that. You just need to get detailed and explain to them that the perceived likelihood of success is much more higher, and you need to also show this in your marketing. The third subsection is to reduce time delay. The first one we said is to increase dream outcome. The second one is to increase likelihood of success. The third is to reduce the time delay. Reduce the time delay, meaning instead of 3 months, instead of 4 months, instead of 6 months, let them know that they can get the results in 1 month. Now, this is where it gets tricky. They should actually be able to get the results within 1 month. I mean, you shouldn't be telling them that they can get results in 1 month, whereas they need to spend 2 to 3 months to get results. But you just want to reduce the time delay, because when people see that it will take them lesser time, they would most likely want to go for your program. The fourth subsection is to reduce the effort that it takes, the effort and the sacrifice. Now, you can say something like without needing to spend 6 hours, or you can just say something like just by spending 30 minutes every single day. Like there's this program I saw, I was actually an athlete for it, and it promised mothers how to actually make their kids 10 times better and smarter by just spending 20 minutes a day without so and so and so and so. I can't really remember the messaging of that program, but you could see that the whole idea was to reduce the time that it will actually help them get the particular result, and to reduce the effort. So they don't really need to put much effort. If they are spending 20 minutes a day, they'll feel like, okay, this might not be really that difficult. So you want to reduce the notion that they will need to put much effort in actually getting success from your program or from your product or service. So majorly, these are the core 4 subsections under creating a solid offers. Like I said initially, these 3 aspects that I mentioned are very important, which is knowing your target audience, choosing a reliable source of traffic, either you go for organic or you go for paid traffic, and creating a solid offer. And on other aspects, we have increasing the dream outcome, increasing the likelihood of achievement, reducing the time it would take, like the time delay, and reducing the effort or sacrifice they would need. So basically, these are the core 3 aspects you need to understand, and if you're able to apply these aspects, these points to your business, you would be able to grow and achieve success for your business in 2025. So if you have any question to actually grow your business in 2025, do leave it in the comment section. So like, subscribe, and follow me on social media.